Hi all, today we are going to see how we can connect from PySpark to MS SQL. So it can be an Azure SQL Server instance or on-prem SQL Server instance. It doesn't make any difference, but the process remains same. So first the steps are listed down here, the high-level steps. First we have to download the jar file from this URL. So let me go to this URL. From here you can see download JDBC driver, or you can click on this Microsoft JDBC driver from SQL Server. So I'll just go ahead and click on this. Then here you can see this is the jar file. This is basically the zip file. So I'll go ahead and download this zip. So let it download. Then yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it is done. Let me go ahead and unzip this one. So I have already unzipped. Once you do this unzip, you'll get something like this, and inside this you will have jar files. So we'll go ahead with this jar MSQL JDBC 12.6.2 JRE8. Now once this is done, what you have to do, so I'll initialize my Spark. So I am using PySpark, as Spark is locally installed in my system. So I know my Spark driver, Spark is installed onto this folder. So I'll just open this path. So here you can see this is jar, this under Spark we have this jars folder. Here we have to place the jar file that we have downloaded. So this jar file you need to copy and paste it onto this folder. So I have already copied this one. You can see MS SQL JDBC 12.6.2 JR8. Okay. Once this is done, the second step is also done, right? Place the jar file in this particular path. Then we have to verify whether this jar file is getting incorporated into the Spark environment. How we'll do that? Let's create a Spark section. So I'll use these commands. So Spark is initializing. So let us start. Okay, now I'll just run this Spark to get into the UI. So I have already the UI open, so you can click on this Spark UI, and okay, now once you are into the Spark UI, I think you will land into this jobs tab. You have to go to this environment. Then you can see in this environment we have all such environments, all these properties. Now here we have to see the class path, and in this class path you just search for JDBC. This is Hive to connect to the Hive meta store. This is fine. So here this is our jar. So we have to make sure this is reflected. Otherwise, you will get some class path import issue. After this is done, so I have kept my SQL Server. So I am using Azure SQL Server. So I am keeping those SQL Server server details, then username, password onto my environment variable. So I am just going to load the environment. So here I am passing the driver. This is the default driver. So you have to also use the same driver, the package basically. Then the host, you have to provide your host. I have kept it in under this MS SQL database host environment. Then the port number, this is the default port. This is my database, RakeshDB. Then my schema.person, this is my table. So you can see this is my SQL Server. In the file execute. So this is my schema person. There are 3 records here. I want to paste these 3 records. Then username and password, and this URL. URL also you have to keep in mind. This is the URL. I am just using this f-string literal to pass this host, port, and database. After this, I am using spark.read. This is the syntax. Here you have to pass the format driver, URL, database, username, password, like this. Then I'll just run this one. Okay, it's saying driver is not defined, so let me rerun this one. Okay, so let it run. Okay, so then I'm running, showing this data. That's it. If you have any issues while doing this exercise, just ping me in the comment section. I'll try to reply. Thank you.